is precisely the time when artists go to work. There is no time for despair, no place for self-pity, no need for silence, no room for fear. We speak, we write, we do language. That is how civilizations heal.
Launch sequence has been activated. We're going to go ahead and start this up now. Let's just double check beverage, snack, internet, video, sound, everything good. We got a game or something to talk about. Yeah, we seem like it's going to be a good flight. Let's go ahead and prep the launch. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And ignition. We have ignition. And liftoff.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. I wasn't trying to say it that way, but that's what happened. Good afternoon, good evening. Give or take where you're at. We're gonna be playing Horizon. Continue on that. See what goes on there. Working on trying to get, some stuff together. And I did. And so we're here. Doing the things that lovers do. Lovers of entertainment, maybe, I don't know. I gotta catch up with some shows. I haven't caught up on all the shows and stuff I need to. Let's most important show of the day, shall we?
Yesterday was Taco Tuesday. Today is March 8th, because yesterday was the 7th. Today is the 8th of March, 2023. Yesterday was Taco Tuesday. We actually did have tacos, and it was delicious. It was all right. And what I mean by that is I'm not a fan of tacos. Wait, hold on now. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Yeah, I'm not a fan of tacos in general. I just the hard shelled, I don't fuck with it. The only hard shell chip type of thing, every now and then I'll do, a Dorito or Tostito, and I get it. Those are about the same thing as the shell, but that's what I mean. I don't do that often enough. What I do is I'll do like enchiladas, get that with extra cheese and the sauce. Deadpool would be proud. I'll do a burrito. I'll do burritos, but if I'm doing something like a taco, I don't even fuck with soft tacos. Like when I go to Taco Bell and they give your choice, I'm probably one of the few people, every like 100 people, that fucks up the rotation by saying, yeah, that taco, make it a soft taco. And I'm pretty sure they roll their eyes like, soft taco, what the who the asked for? Jake, do we have any more soft tacos in the back? Well, for what? This guy right here wants a soft taco and a Baja Blast. But that's what I do. Now if it's a chalupa, I'll eat that all day. Oh my gosh. You ever say something in your head and you are going to say it, like maybe that, like you watch that movie, if I butcher the name of the movie, it's gonna go really good with what I'm saying in a bad way. The movie where it's like, it says it's inside me. Right. Is that the name of the movie? The kid movie. It's not helping me right now. The kid movie where it's like there's one with sadness and anger and joy, and they're inside the person's brain and they're showing how they're, controlling the emotions. But I feel like there's multiple people up there, right, running the brain, and every now and then, sometimes it's a two-man shift, other times there isn't. I'll give you an example of a two-woman shift. Whoever's up there is, somebody will talk to you and they'll say, what did you say? And then the person will immediately say what it is, like not even like a second or two. And it's like the first person wasn't fucking listening. They were thinking about life in general, overthinking. The other person was completely listening and moved the person out of the controls to reply. I don't know what you're talking. What'd you say? No, I know what you said. You said you wanted me to go da da da. I thought you said I know I didn't, but my brain, it just took a minute. I heard it. I got it. I got it. I believe that happens. I believe also in there with the two people running around. This is gonna be a short stream. Get in here, find a place to sit. There's room up here in the front. We're playing Horizon. Hell, we might not play. It's gonna be a short ass stream. So that person's inside your brain. It's the same person, if not there's multiple people in there where you're trying to focus on something, right? You're in a conversation. We're talking about the taxes and what we're gonna do. We're gonna move 14% by 17%. We'll give you a $5,000 credit. We're gonna roll that over in the escrow. That's another 7%. See where I'm going with this? And inside your brain, somebody's going lamb do lamb chops, sing along. Everybody else wanna play along. Lamb chop, and you're like, what'd you say? And you're hoping that other person who's normally there saying, I got you. That person isn't there. You didn't get it. So maybe you might not say anything because the other person that is still active there doesn't know what's going on. So what they do is they do something like, just don't say anything. Just go with it. So those are those moments, especially if it's something that's not your jam. Let's say someone's going over a bunch of numbers and you're just listening. You're listening hard as you hear it. You don't know what to do with it. You hear it. You don't know what to do with it. It's like putting a movie in a different language and the subtitles in a different language, but it's a movie that you really do want to watch. So it's John Wick 4 and you're just leaning in hard. And you're like, I don't know what they're saying, but I'm trying to catch some of it. Doesn't that word mean gun? I don't know. So what happened moments ago when I said the chalupa part, my brain, once again, this is 18 or older show, not because we're wilding in here, only because I don't want to have to worry about what game I'm playing. And if I say something that only adults can hear, only adults. That sounds like some OnlyFans ad shit. But anyways, it hasn't gotten rough enough for that, for me to jump into that. No pun intended within those puns. But continuing what I was saying before, I was saying in my head something else, and whatever in my brain said, don't say that. That's not what you mean. I know how it gets confusing. You haven't had coffee first thing in the morning. You're basically fasting. I get it. I got you. Say this word instead. Chalupa. What I was going to say, run it back, listen to it. You might even hear a little delay or a laugh right after. What I was forcing myself to say, and it didn't feel right, but my brain was like, we got this one, buddy. We'll take the keys for you. I was gonna say, hey, normally I eat fupas, but I said chalupas. So I'm the Dad Panther, variety streamer, content creator, master of none. This is the Panther's Den. I'm a variety streamer, content creator, master of none. And being a master of none, not being good at anything, we just chill here. We talk sometimes. Sometimes I'm supposed to play video games and I don't. I just talk. And I appreciate you guys watching the replays and the VODs whenever you want, because for you guys who are not watching it live, it's 6:30 in the morning. You guys are the winners. You guys are the winners. You're getting your sleep. You're getting your rest. You got some other stuff to do, and then you guys will play me in the background while you're going to work or doing a project or eating a chalupa. But here, if this is your first time here, this is the most important show of the day. This is just chatting. We just chill in this room and we just talk. We just chill and we talk. And sometimes we play video games. It won't be today, but sometimes we play video games. If it's normally in the morning, you'll know it's a weird fucking schedule. It's the reason why I don't have a schedule, because the goal in 2023, one man, one stream, dedicates himself to hitting the record or go live button more times than he did in 2022 or 2021. This individual will be on TikTok and Twitch and Twitter, whatever the things the young people use, as he makes a vow not only to himself, but to himself and the fans who watch his programs, which are himself. Watch, tune in as he hits the live button at random times of the day But when you sit back and think about it, you realize it's about the same time, just random. Gotta be an awkward, weird trailer, but I would watch it. A little biased. So yeah, I hit the live button normally early in the morning because what I do is I make my daughter's lunch, and then my son wakes up. I take him to school. So he wakes up first, crack of dawn. Well, technically crack of dawn is me. I wake up every day like 5 a.m. no alarm. That's just what I do. I don't know if it's retail. I don't know if it's dad mode. I don't know. So I wake up, I'm up in the house checking the creaks and sounds as they're upstairs sleeping, and I just hit the live button. I just go live and I take whatever little bit of time I have to just conversate and just chill. So at some point the stream will end and you'll be like, well, I just got in here and you didn't play the game, and well, go check out the VODs. There's more of that. And then I take him to school. I come back, mind you, I made the lunch. I might have picked out her clothes for the day, which I did. I picked out her clothes, be polka dot dress. And then my wife, who is not a morning person, she will but she doesn't watch any of the shows, so I don't have to worry about one of those situations. But she'll sleep in later on, and then she'll work to get the little one dressed, and then they'll head out and they'll go to work. And then there's other days where I'll do the first part I said, but I'm really focused on making my daughter's lunch, feeding her, getting her dressed, all the other stuff, and then the missus and them take off and start their day. And then after that, sometimes I do stream again. Sometimes I stream, sometimes I talk, sometimes I play games, but all I really want is to meet a person, talk a bit, talk about life and stuff. All I want is RNG. So that's the thing. But yeah, man, I work in tech. You know, if you're first time in here, you haven't been here enough, maybe you haven't heard, I work in tech. And man, Twitter went ahead and they're letting people go, and the company I work for, man, damn, they just did another. It's rough out here, man. It's rough out here, but I survived another wave. That's all I can say legally. So you know, I'm not gonna go into numbers and all the other stuff, but it's out there. Now I did see something on TikTok that was fucking hilarious, which it was hilarious. And at the end of the video, you ever made a decision in your life, right? And you regret it. And so you think to yourself about it, almost like the music in the background where it's like the piano you hear, it's like you're just staring into like the void. You're like, what did I just do? Wait a minute. Is this what regret feels like? Did I make a mistake? Could I have done that differently? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be thinking about this in random points in my life for the rest of my life. And so what the person on TikTok was talking about, which is funny, I sound older. I sound like my mom. You ever talk to someone old and they're like, mom, where, dad, mom, dad, grandpa, where'd you get that information from? Why would you do that, grandpa? With the man in the TV. Man in the TV said, call this number right now. You can get Sade. You can get Michael Bublé, and you can get scrambled eggs and bacon on a Teflon pan with a squeegee, all for $9.99 with shipping and handling. So I called him up. I'm thinking about y'all. I'm trying to get y'all Christmas gifts. Come at me, look at me like that. So that's what I do. I don't know any other way to say on TikTok. Like it's almost like it's his own show previously on TikTok. So this guy says these things. He says words, comes out of his mouth. He says these things. He says, hey, not a rookie. It's not my first time where the economy has gone okay. It was a business, a company, a place we used to go to as kids and young adults. It was called Circuit City. If you know what Circuit City is, make sure you hit the subscribe, like, follow, because we're we're some of the same. Algorithm sent you here for a reason. You were sent here for a reason. So no camera right now. I'm still working on some stuff in the studio, or the Panthers den, and so I do plan to do stuff like that, but I think I need to come up with a stream schedule first, not necessarily the games, just when I'm gonna hit the button and go live. That way I can get that stuff situated and set up. So I don't know, we'll see. I might also stream later on today, so maybe there'll be a camera involved in there. I don't know, we'll see. So anyway, so this individual's like Circuit City. Now I remember Circuit City as a kid. Circuit City, all the buildings looked the same. They were just a square fucking building, but the thing of it is it had this thing that looked like a power cord. Like, picture the charger for your iPhone, that shape, right? And that shape was as if a plug, and it's probably how they did it. Maybe like they plugged it into the building, and it was this maroon red that said Circuit City in white, and it was plugged into the building, right? And it was either, you can look at it as a plug, or you can look at it as a I don't know, I'm not gonna try to make it sound like I know what I'm talking about. If you ever open like a motherboard or something electronic, and you see those little capacitor looking things and transistors, you know, tech shit. I don't know, electric. If you're electrician, you know what I'm talking about, right? And whatever that is, it kind of looked like that. But anyways, they would do car radios and sell TVs and crock pot. It was the exact same thing as Best Buy. Same thing, no difference. So if you're like, I don't know, I've heard of it, we're the same age, I don't get it. Maybe it was a regional thing. I don't think so. I thought it was all over the US in most cities. It was Best Buy before Best Buy. Okay, it's Best Buy before Best Buy. They were a bad deal away from being just a continuation of Best Buy. It happens. The other one I can think off the top of my head is Blockbuster and Netflix. Netflix was Blockbuster before people were mailing DVDs and streaming. That's the only difference. There was Blockbuster and Chilled, you just didn't know about it. So anyway, so Circuit City's here, bomb. And I remember there was an ad for Circuit City where a kid goes up to a counter. He's sitting there at the counter. At the counter, he's like, hey, I want to say he was young, but he wasn't as young as this, but we're just going to do it just for the sake of the fact that I'm trying to show you that I would like to add characters to the show and some other stuff. But if you heard other streams, you know what I mean. So the guy's in the counter. He's like, hello, young man.
Hey, mister.
Yes.
Yesterday I bought this, and today I saw this.
And he takes this crumpled up newspaper with this Sony Walkman. It looked like it was yellow, right? You know what I'm talking about. It's fucking yellow. And he looked like the Willy Wonka kid, whatever. So he takes the headphones off and he puts it on the counter. And basically the guy realizes this kid bought this as a sale, right? And so he gives them the cash back. And they're like, Circuit City, come on down and buy shit. They went out of business, right? And what he was saying was, he was like, hey, look, there was a time in history where people got together and said, hey, we all need a job, right? We got fired, we quit, something happened, we all need a job. And there's a gap because of, you know, the world was crazy and we didn't have jobs. Kind of like the pandemic, there was a gap. And you're looking at what's going on now in tech and other certain job sectors, and he's like, all we did is band together and say, hey, listen, let's just say we all worked at fucking Circuit City. Who are they gonna fucking check? Say you're the head of PR, say you're the analytical manager, say you're this, say you're that. And so they did that. They wrote that on the resume. And back then people did call and check for references, and when they did, they would just call a friend who claimed they were the regional director or manager of security. And these people were able to get back in the job force and probably made more money. So why did I say that? I said that because earlier I talked about the tech industry and the tech industry making some cuts and some adjustments. Now, if you're curious, why is the tech industry making adjustments? Well, I can't speak for all tech. I can speak for a little bit. During the pandemic, a lot of tech companies blew up. They got big because of the mobile work from home virtual thing. And they were able to keep making money and grow their business while others couldn't. And some of those companies got gains because of what they were working in allowed others to be virtual and remote. So example, a company that could have worked from home if it was mobile, never worked from home and was mobile, didn't even know how to do it. These companies were able to get them online and moving. Now there's leases to buildings that have to be paid because those leases were set up before the pandemic. You can't just have empty buildings. You need these people to come back to work. You need to come back to work so the new people know what they're doing, because that's the best way to train and onboard and have a friendship with your coworkers so that you're not likely to quit and find another job elsewhere. You need to be kind of micromanaged, even if you know what you're doing, even if you're not the bad seed. There's some bad seeds out there. So there's various reasons of why you would do that. You would also look at what's happening in the future and you'll say, hey, look, we did really good with money in the last 2 or 3 years. We might want to save some for a rainy day. So we might want to make some adjustments. So if a company went up 6 to 17% in staff increase, they're going to cut that before we get into the second and third quarter. And they'll make those adjustments as they set themselves up. So that's why you'll hear it and you'll see it. You'll hear it in the news for the big companies. You've heard all the big companies already. You know, Google, Facebook has done it. Tesla, Amazon, all the big companies have done it. Disney made cuts, you know, worldwide on stuff. You're seeing that adjustment, just like you see the housing market, right? You see the housing market where you missed your chance in the summer that passed to get the biggest deal, and now you're like, hey, I'm not getting any bids on this house because the inventory is low, interest rates are high, but you're also saying to yourself, well, what's going to happen? Well, the price is going to drop a bit, nothing drastic, but they're just going to balance out where they're more realistic. But rental is going to probably be king soon enough. That's what it looks like. So anyways, so I say that to say this. An individual recently on Twitter said, I sound like the old person again, said, hey, I work at Twitter and I haven't heard whether or not I have a job or not. And that was the viral thing the last day or so. And couldn't find out if the person had a job or not. Here's the thing. The individual on TikTok, again, sounding old again, said, hey, this is what we'll do. We just all work for Twitter. They're not going to verify it. No one's going to check. They don't have an HR. So if your life is giving you some poor real life RNG and you're trying to figure out exactly how you're going to figure things out, how you're going to make it work, maybe, just maybe, you say you work for Twitter, because you can't use Circuit City because it's passed too far on that. There's only certain places you could have used that with. Circuit City was one. Best Buy. I used it for Best Buy. I actually worked for Best Buy, but I used it for Best Buy. Now, the regret that I was talking about earlier was, if I knew that, I would have said I had a higher position, but I didn't. I respectfully just said what position I worked, and they couldn't check whether it was or not because the company was gone. That's wild. That's freaking wild. And I'm just thinking about another idea. I know it wouldn't make any money, but it would be like, there's got to be something they could do for it. You would do DVDs back. The buildings will be called Blockbuster. It's owned by Netflix. It's got a red door like thing where you can get DVDs. You can walk around and pick up old school DVDs. Your membership is your phone. You swipe that, so you don't need the membership card. It's for the most part self-serve. There's really no workers in there. You got Wi-Fi. You got some pre-made drinks like coffee, soda, no alcoholic beverages because that might start some video games and stuff in there, some arcades, and it's just a place that you chill on Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and you chill. So I don't know, someone put that together, but that's it. That's the show. I hope you like the show. We were supposed to play Horizon, we didn't. I'm still at the tutorial. I haven't done anything. Like you can see, like the test machines I'm supposed to be getting. Now we did grow up. Long hair, don't care. I got braids, and we're sneaking around, but I don't think I've even done the first 2 or 3 challenges. I haven't started the quest and learned the story yet. So if y'all missing something in the storyline, I'm sure as hell missing something. But I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have great real life RNG. If you're just getting in here and you're like, what the hell? He's wrapping it up already. It's only been 25 minutes. Well, you know, there's TV shows you watch for 25 to 30 minutes. You know, my job is to entertain. To stream for 5 hours or 8 hours may not be your cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. You know, there's a lot of people that play video games, not a lot of people who are going to entertain. My goal is to entertain. My goal is to make it where you're not thinking about whatever thing you were thinking about before you came up in here, and we're thinking about the same things. We're laughing and we're talking and we're conversating. So I appreciate the ones that stopped by, shared the video, the link and everything like that. Again, the super smart ones, the cool cats that watch this video on demand whenever they want. Remember, this content is completely exclusive entertainment because it cannot go to Twitch with it. So there's that. I should stream again in the next hour. I think I'll stream again for a straight hour. I don't know if I'm going to stream here or Twitch. I've been giving a lot of love to YouTube the last 2 weeks, so I might have to switch over to Twitch. So if you're looking for me, check me out on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch. I'm thinking about going to Kick. I don't know. I'm gonna do a little bit more research on it and see what's up with that. But I just want to go live. Just want to go spider monkey, Grandpa. You have a great day. Let's splash down. But I'm gonna use one of my catchphrases, then my other catchphrase. One of my catchphrases is "Kalikalikalao." I'll try to explain that. You know, I've said it on previous streams, but "Kalikalikalao," it's like Hakuna Matata. It means whatever the fuck it wants to mean. And then I say, "Daddy loves you." It's not like some "I'm your daddy." Don't unless you're into that thing. If that's your thing, you know, I can't tell you what she likes, but it's just my way of remembering my daughter, my kids, my family before I say goodbye, because tomorrow isn't promised. So let's splash down. Kalikalikalao.
So we did it. Yeah, I'm talking with the little kid voice. Because I get excited, you know? Like, I get a chance to stream, play video games, talk to people, and not take serious. Can I say I'm a kid, and I just said on national television. It's not national, but it's like national television. Well, we were supposed to play Heavenly Bodies of, no, it was, I was talking about the tag team from back in 1995. Heavenly Bodies, baby. Anyways, the ringmaster and all that other stuff. I like a lot of things, and we learned some stuff today. So, you know, it's the part where I say, Daddy loves you.